The sting worked. The bee is dying. That is the venom sac, still pumping. The bee that deployed it flew away 4 seconds ago with a hole in its abdomen. It will be dead within the hour. The sting mechanism is designed to keep working after the bee is gone. Why evolution built it this way, and what that costs, is what this video is about. This is the honeybee, Apis mellifera, the only insect that produces food humans consume at scale. Responsible for pollinating approximately 1/3 of everything humans eat. It lives in a colony of up to 80,000 individuals. Each worker lives approximately 6 weeks in summer. In those 6 weeks, it will produce 1/12 of a teaspoon of honey. And if it uses its sting, its only weapon, its only defense, it dies. Every single time. Evolution kept this design for 34 million years. The reason is not what most people assume. The honeybee's world has 2 scales. The individual, 15 millimeters long, 1/10 of a gram. The colony, up to 80,000 individuals, a combined mass of several kilograms, storing up to 30 kilograms of honey, maintaining a precise internal temperature of 35 degrees Celsius year-round. The threats the colony faces, bears, hornets, wasps, and humans, all orders of magnitude larger than any individual bee. The colony cannot run. It cannot hide. It has one defense mechanism: the workers. There is one bee in this hive that will never sting anything, that will never die defending it, that will outlive every worker that dies on defense. We will get to that.
The sting mechanism. The honeybee's stinger is a modified egg-laying organ, the ovipositor, repurposed through evolution as a venom delivery system. It is serrated, not smooth like a wasp's sting, serrated with backward-facing barbs along the entire shaft, like a fishhook. When the stinger enters mammalian skin, which is elastic, which closes around the shaft, the barbs lock. The bee cannot pull the stinger out. When it tries, the stinger, the venom sac, and the entire muscular and neural apparatus controlling them tears free from the abdomen. The muscles in the detached venom sac continue contracting for up to 60 seconds after separation. The nerves continue firing. The venom continues pumping, approximately 0.1 milligrams, into the target. The bee is not required for this final phase. The weapon completes its function without the animal that deployed it. Here is what makes this design unlike any other weapon system in the animal kingdom. The honeybee's sting is not designed to protect the individual bee. It is designed to protect the colony, specifically against large mammals with thick, elastic skin. Against a wasp or another insect, the barbs do not lock. The bee stings and withdraws. It survives. Against a bear, a badger, a human, the barbs lock. The bee dies. But it dies having deployed a self-operating venom delivery system that continues working after it is gone. Why did evolution keep a weapon that kills the animal using it? Because for the honeybee, the individual is not the unit of survival. The colony is. A worker bee is not equivalent to a mammal. It is equivalent to a white blood cell. When a white blood cell destroys a pathogen and dies in the process, that is not a failure. That is the design. The wasp's smooth stinger allows repeated stinging and survival, optimized for individual predation. The honeybee's barbed stinger kills the bee, optimized for colony defense against large mammals. A wasp that stings a bear delivers venom once and flies away. A honeybee that stings a bear delivers venom once, leaves behind a self-pumping venom apparatus, and releases a chemical alarm signal that recruits every other worker within 15 meters to sting the same target. The dead bee is not the defense. The dead bee is the trigger. When the stinger tears from the abdomen, it releases isoamyl acetate, the alarm pheromone, the smell of banana. Every worker bee within 15 meters detects this signal immediately. It means there is a threat here. It means sting this location. It means this is where the colony needs defense. The bee that died has marked the target for every other bee in range. The venom sac is still pumping. The pheromone is still spreading. The recruited bees are arriving. The dead bee initiated a defense response that continues without it. The alarm pheromone system, a chemical signal more precise than any radio technology humans produced until the 20th century. The hive has been running this for 34 million years. We will come back to what else the hive has solved, that human engineering has not.
The worker bee that just stung will be dead within the hour, not from blood loss, from organ failure. The abdomen rupture damages the digestive system, the circulatory system, the respiratory system simultaneously. There is no recovery from this. It was not designed to recover. The hive does not notice. The honey production continues. The temperature regulation continues. The foraging continues. One worker out of 80,000 died on defense. The colony lost 1/12 of a teaspoon of future honey production. And somewhere in that hive, one bee has never stung anything, has never been at risk of this death. That bee is the reason the colony can afford to lose workers on defense indefinitely.
The queen. She can sting. Her stinger is smooth, not barbed. She can withdraw it. She can sting multiple times without dying. But she never stings a mammal. She never defends the hive externally. The queen sting is used for one purpose only: killing rival queens. When a new queen emerges, the reigning queen finds her and stings her to death before she can establish herself. The queen's smooth stinger, the design that allows survival, reserved entirely for internal competition. The worker's barbed stinger, the design that guarantees death, reserved entirely for external defense. Two different weapons, two different purposes, two different survival strategies in the same hive. The colony built two biological weapon systems and assigned them to different castes.
A bear at the hive. One bee, one sting, one death. Within 30 seconds, 12 bees have stung the same location. 12 venom sacs pumping simultaneously. 12 alarm pheromone releases compounding. The bear retreats. The bee dancing now is communicating a position the sun will have moved past by the time another bee arrives, and it has already corrected for that. Human GPS corrects for orbital drift. The honeybee corrects for solar drift. It has been doing this since before humans existed. 1/12 of a teaspoon of honey. 6 weeks of life. A weapon that kills its user. A death that recruits reinforcements. A colony of 80,000 that treats the individual as a consumable resource, because the colony is what matters. Not the strongest, not the fastest, not the most armored. The only animal on Earth that built a civilization before humans did. And the only animal on Earth whose greatest act of defense is its own death. One sting, one death.